Subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get all notification.
Hello students, we already studied the law of inheritance or we can say that Mendelian law of inheritance के बारे में हम बात कर चुके हैं. And in the Mendelian law of inheritance, the first law that was the law of dominance. उस law के अंदर हमने पढ़ा था कि when the dominant allele is present in any hybrid, then it shows its effect. ये चीज हमारी क्लियर हो चुकी है हमारे प्रीवियस वीडियो के अंदर. But now in this video we will discuss some variations or some exceptions of this law of dominance. मैंडल के इस law of dominance की हर जगह applicable हो ये कोई जरूरी नहीं है. मैंडल was lucky कि उन्हें कोई exceptions नहीं मिली थी अपने experiment के अंदर. But when the same experiment is done with some another examples like some plants and some animals, then the scientists found that this law of dominance is not completely applicable in all cases. हर किसी केस में applicable हो ये जरूरी नहीं होता. It has some exceptions also. So before discussing about the exceptions of this law of dominance, we need to understand some important terms also. एक important term के बारे में हमें यहाँ पे discuss करना जरूरी है and that is the locus. तो एक बार पहले हम locus की बात करते हैं and after that we will discuss about the incomplete dominance in this video. तो हम बात करेंगे incomplete dominance की. Incomplete dominance, that is the variation or we can say that exception of law of dominance. So let's see what is the locus. Locus is the location on a gene. ये chromosomes के ऊपर किसी भी gene की location के लिए word use किया जाता है. Suppose this is a chromosome. ये एक chromosome है and at this chromosome at this location any gene is present. यहाँ पे कोई gene present है. Suppose we take the example of gene for the character that is the height of the plant. So the one allele of this gene will be present at this chromosome at this particular locus. इस locus पे इस position पे present है. इस position को ही हम locus कहते हैं. This chromosome has its homologous chromosome also. इसका homologous chromosome भी होगा. And in the homologous chromosome, that same gene, that gene of the height of the plant will also present at the same locus of the homologous chromosome. तो यहाँ पे भी same gene ही present होगा in another form. किसी भी form में हो सकता है, allelic form यहाँ पे dominant भी हो सकता है और recessive भी हो सकता है. It could be capital T or it could be small t. But the gene will be same. That is the core response that is responsible for the height of the plant. वही height से related gene present होगा. So this is about the two chromosomes which are the homologous. ये दोनों chromosome कहलाएंगे homologous chromosomes. इन दोनों chromosomes के अंदर जब ये genes, ये alleles जब ये आपस में interaction करते हैं, when they do interaction between each other, इन दोनों की जो आपस में interaction होती है, this interaction which is done with this homologous chromosome, this interaction is known as intra-allelic interaction, or we can use the word that is intragenic interaction. So this is known as intra-allelic or intragenic interaction. But let's take one more pair of homologous chromosomes. ये कोई और homologous chromosome है with have some another gene for some another character. Suppose here the character is the color of the flower. यहाँ पे flower की color से related genes present है at this in these location and this locus. This is another homologous chromosomes. When genes interact with another chromosomes, अगर इस तरीके से इन genes के इस दूसरे homologous chromosomes के gene पे present homologous chromosomes पे present gene के साथ अगर interaction हो रही है तो ये interaction दो chromosomes के बीच होने वाली interaction होगी और इस interaction के लिए हम word use करते हैं that is intergenic interaction. The term which we use here that is intergenic interaction. That is intergenic interaction and that will be intergenic or non-allelic interaction. This is non-allelic interaction भी बोलेंगे. And these two types of interaction has some particular example. We will discuss here incomplete dominance, and this incomplete dominance is the example of this intra-allelic interaction or intergenic interaction. तो इसका एग्जाम्पल है हमारे पास incomplete dominance that we will discuss here. Incomplete dominance, and one more example is there also, that is codominance. So we will discuss codominance. We will discuss both of these two type of variations, both these two type of exceptions incomplete dominance and codominance in detail. So let's start with the incomplete dominance first. As the name suggests, as incomplete dominance means here the dominant gene is not completely able to show its dominance. In the first law of Mendel, that is the law of dominance, हमने पढ़ा था that dominant genes, that the dominant allele, it show its effects, it show its expression, and it's covers the or it get hidden, ये hidden कर देता है recessive alleles को, उसे अपना expression show नहीं करने देता. Only the dominant allele show its effect. But when this dominant allele is not able to completely show its dominance, then it is known as incomplete dominance. उसी के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं. In the three important examples, we will discuss three important examples in which this incomplete dominance is shown. Let's see what are these. The example of incomplete dominance, the two plants यहाँ पे हम discuss करेंगे, and one example we have taken from the animals, that is the bird. So first example is Mirabilis jalpa. That is a plant, Mirabilis jalpa. The another name of this plant is Phoroclock plant. That is Phoroclock plant. And we have one more plant here, that is Antirrhinum. And this plant is known as snapdragon or dog flower. That is the another name of this flower, Antirrhinum, that is snapdragon or dog flower. And the third example, that is from the animal and particularly from the bird, that is Andalusian fowl. This is a bird, and we will discuss all these three examples here. Let's start with these two. These are the plants, and in these two plants we get the same type of we discuss the same type of characters. बिल्कुल सेम तरीके के हमें कैरेक्टर्स यहाँ पे मिलते हैं. So start करते हैं plants से. Mirabilis jalpa or this Antirrhinum, these plants have two types of flowers. There are the two varieties of plants are available in which two different types of flowers are formed. Let's see which what is the here. These plants have the two types of flowers, that is the red color flower, and another type of flower that will be formed here, that is the white color of flower. The gene that is responsible for this controlling this color of the flowers is the R. When it is present in the dominant form R, then the flower color will be red. And when this gene is present in the recessive condition, then the flower color will be white. तो यहाँ पे हमें दो तरीके के फ्लावर के कलर मिल रहे हैं, red and white. When we took these two parent plant, हमने दो parent plant लिए हैं, in which one के अंदर जो है that has the homozygous dominant and another is homozygous recessive. हमने दोनों parent plant दिए and two types of gametes, that is RR and small r that are formed here. And when we do the crossing between all these two, this is the crossing. After crossing, we get the F1 generation, and in the F1 generation we get the hybrid, that is capital R small r हमें ये इस तरीके के हाइब्रिड मिलेंगे. दैट यहाँ तक बात जो है हमारी वही सेम है जो हमने लॉ ऑफ डोमिनेंस में एक्सप्लेन की थी. इन द लॉ ऑफ डोमिनेंस हमने जो हाइब्रिड देखे थे, उस हाइब्रिड में हमने क्या देखा था, दैट डोमिनेंट जीन विल शो इट्स इफेक्ट. सेम थिंग यहाँ पे है. हियर द डोमिनेंट जीन दैट इज द आर एलील, जो डोमिनेंट एलील है आर, वो यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है. रिसेसिव एलील इज आल्सो प्रेजेंट. अकॉर्डिंग टू द लॉ ऑफ डोमिनेंस, दिस कैपिटल आर हैज टू शो इट्स इफेक्ट. कैपिटल आर को अपना इफेक्ट शो करना चाहिए अकॉर्डिंग टू द लॉ ऑफ डोमिनेंस, एंड द कलर ऑफ द फ्लावर विल बी द रेड. अगर आर अपना इफेक्ट शो करेगा तो फ्लावर का कलर जो होगा वो रेड होगा. देन दीस ऑल फ्लावर्स विल बी ऑफ रेड कलर. दिस इज अकॉर्डिंग टू द लॉ ऑफ डोमिनेंस. बट there is one exception. Exception is that in this case, in the case of these two plants, Mirabilis jalpa and Antirrhinum, in the F1 generation, the red color flowers are not obtained. The flower which are obtained here, all these are of pink color. सभी के सभी जो फ्लावर थे वो पिंक कलर के मिले हैं. So we get the ratio, that is 4:0. That is 4 is for the pink color. So all the flowers which we get into the F1 generation, when we cross these two parent plants with homozygous red and homozygous white, तो हमें जो flowers मिल रहे हैं in the F1 generation, that all will be pink color flower. Then we do the selfing. हम selfing करवाएंगे यहाँ पे जो हमें आर जो हाइब्रिड मिला है हम इसकी सैंपलिंग करवा रहे हैं. We do the crossing of these two offsprings and then we get the F2 generation. हमें F2 generation मिलेगी. In the F2 generation, let's see what happened here. R, then we get the offspring, that is R, capital R, then capital R, small r, and capital R, and then this one is small r. So here also we get the four kind of flower. हमें four type के यहाँ पे जो offsprings मिल रहे हैं. यहाँ पे अब हमें ratio क्या मिलता है? When we talk about the genotype, पहले अभी हम एक बार phenotype की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. In the law of dominance we discussed the phenotype earlier, but एक बार यहाँ पे हम पहले genotype ratio की बात करते हैं. In this case, in the F2 generation, इस केस में F2 generation में जो हमें genotype ratio मिल रहा है, the genotype ratio of this generation is same, which is 1:1. हमें 1:2:1 का ratio मिल रहा है genotype ratio in this F2 generation, जिसमें जो 1 है that is the homozygous dominant, जो कि मिलेगा हमें रेड कलर का. दिस इज ऑफ रेड कलर, ये रेड कलर के हैं. दिस लास्ट वन, दिस इज homozygous recessive, जो कि होगा व्हाइट कलर का. ये है व्हाइट कलर फ्लावर. बट these two flowers, these two hybrid or heterozygous flowers, these are not of red color, these are the of pink color. ये होंगे ये जो दो flower offspring हमें मिल रहे हैं. In these two offspring we will get the color that is pink color. So we will get three types of genotype here. One red, two pink, and the third one is also one that is white. So we will get genotype ratio that is 1:1. Here 1 is red, 2 is pink, and third one is the white. So this is the phenotype also. And here the genotype ratio is 1:1. And the same way अगर हम red की बात करें तो red हमें 1 मिल रहा है, pink की बात करें pink हमें 2 मिल रहे हैं, और अगर हम white की बात करें then we are getting the white also 1. So this will be the phenotype ratio. So here in this type of incomplete dominance, अगर हम incomplete dominance की बात करें, in the incomplete dominance we get the same type of phenotype ratio as well as the genotype ratio. दोनों ही ratio same होते हैं. In the law of dominance हमने देखा था जो phenotype ratio will be 3:1 and phenotype ratio will be 1:2:1. But in the case of incomplete dominance, both type of ratio, चाहे वो phenotype हो या फिर वो genotype हो, both of these two ratios will be 1:2:1. यहाँ पे हमें एक red flower, 2 pink flowers and 1 white color के flowers वाले plants या offsprings obtain होते हैं. And here this reason of this pink color, यहाँ पे जो pink color के flowers हमें मिल रहे हैं, इसका reason है that is incomplete dominance. In this pink color flowers, that dominant allele, this capital R, it's not completely showing its dominance. ये पूरी तरीके से अपना dominance express नहीं कर पा रहा. Due to this, that some portion of white is also showing its effect, and the characters of both of these two alleles get blend with each other, and one new combination is originated, that is the pink. एक नया character यहाँ पे originate हुआ है pink. This type of effect is known as incomplete dominance. यहाँ पे सबसे important चीज जो है वो यही है कि आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि इस केस के अंदर phenotype और genotype ratio दोनों ही 1:2:1 ही मिलता है.